You're listening to the John and Heidi Show, now featuring the wit and wisdom of Dan Farris.
Okay, dudes, let's walk this sucker.
On Sunny 93.3.
Time now for the John and Heidi Show bonus hour with Mr. Dan Farris, who recently moved his microphone right over to his face. He wanted me to move it. Why would I have done that?
That's right. Still social distancing.
Nice weekend, Mr. Farris?
I did, man. Summer kind of broke a little bit. Yep.
Heidi got a sunburn last week.
I did.
Holy cats, no kid.
Yeah,
a little vitamin D,
a little pinkish over there.
Beautiful outside.
Holy moly. This was a huge... Wait a minute. Who's having birthdays today? Audrey Hepburn.
Oh.
Okay.
What a classy.
She's not having birthdays anymore, but...
She's not, as a matter of fact. Let's see. What else is going on? Horace Mann. You know the name, but what do you know about him? In fact, there's an elementary school right here in Sioux Falls on East 26th named after Horace Mann. It's been elementary. Horace Mann was a U.S. Senator out of Massachusetts.
Okay.
Oh.
And also came up with what we now know as our public school system.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
Well, that explains.
In fact, he is known as the father of American education.
Well, that makes sense. I was wondering for a minute there.
He spent a long time arguing that universal public education was the best way to turn the nation's unruly children into disciplined, judicious, Republican citizens.
That certainly turned out well.
I bet he would love the work that we've done in that field.
He probably spins at warp speed in his grave.
Probably.
No, there's actually a lot of kids that are good kids.
That's okay. Thanks, John. That's fantastic. He won widespread approval for building public schools. As a matter of fact, most states adopted one version or another of what he wanted, the system he established, and now we know what it is. So there you go, Horace Mann.
Cool. I learned something new.
I didn't know who he was either.
Big shout out to Horace Mann Elementary School principal Tara Eckstein. Tara happens to be a big fan of the original Pancake House.
How in the world does Dan know all this, you might wonder, but he knows everything.
I don't even want to know where
John,
that
if
came from.
you've ever been in my home, there's a room upstairs, and the walls are literally wallpapered with restraining orders. It's just a little hobby of mine. Keeps me busy.
It's his little collection he's got going. Well, I appreciate that report, Dan, as weird as it may be. It's the John and Heidi Show bonus hour with Dan Farris, brought to you in part by Yes Sirree Notary.
I'm Pete with Yes Sirree Notary. When others say no, we say yes sirree. If you have a legal document and need a notary, or a not-so-legal document, well, you know what I mean. Yes Sirree Notary can help. Our agreeable team can notarize your papers and get you back to whatever you were doing before you realized you needed a notary in the first place. Yes Sirree Notary can usually help you the same day. Call right away for the best selection. Yes Sirree Notary, the only notary you'll ever need. Call Heidi Jean at 605-933-1980. Yes Sirree Notary. This offer is not available everywhere. Prices may vary. Subject to availability. Tax, title, and license extra. Allowed 3 to 4 weeks for completed project.
Now, more than ever, you need a credit card that offers what you need. Some cards have high rates. Some have annual fees. Some are just not very good. Usually people sign up for these when it's all they qualify for. If you've done that, it may be time to get a better credit card. Over time, your situation changes. You may qualify for a better credit card. Your current card probably won't tell you, but our site shows you many options to see if there's a better credit card for you. Check it out for free at bettercreditcards.com.
Time now for Ranger Dan's Critter Corner.
Well, I'm rough, tough, and ready. I'm a heck of a man. Eat my beans and weenies from a frying pan.
He's Ranger Dan.
Easy. I'm Ranger Dan. Well, I loves to wrestle bears and lasso ducks, run over possums in my government truck.
He's Ranger Dan.
Easy. I'm Ranger Dan. Well, I loves all the campers and the animals too. If you're picking on critters, I'm coming after you.
He's Ranger Dan.
Yes, sir. I'm Ranger Dan.
Good morning, Ranger Dan.
Good morning, Ranger Dan.
Oh, top of the week, beginning with just all kinds of stuff going on.
Oh, did you have a bad weekend?
No, we're all good, John. How the heck are you? That's fantastic.
Ranger Dan.
You crazy little monkey woman. Tell you what, I can't wait for this whole ding-dang social distancing thing to be over so I can take a peek down the back of your shirt and see where an angel hides her wings.
I did not know where you were going with that.
Speaking of wings, little Radio Rangers, let's plow ahead into a little bit of critter knowledge. That's why we're here, after all. And got the wing thing going. I got some pretty great little knowledge here on all things birds.
Ooh, cool.
This is important. Birds have wings.
Yeah, they do. That is important.
I was up all night researching this episode. Birds also have feathers.
Yes, they do. He's reading this off a page, believe it or not.
And they lay eggs.
Yes, they do.
Some bird scientists, bird experts estimate that there could be literally dozens of bird species worldwide. And the chicken is the most common species on the planet.
Is it really?
That's a fact, Jack. Now, hummingbirds, cute little hummingbirds.
Love hummingbirds.
This is fascinating. Of course, hummingbirds can fly forward, but they're also the only bird that can also fly backward.
That
you know
is
why they
so
call
cool.
them hummingbirds, Dan? Ranger Dan?
Of course, I'm a ranger.
Okay. Well, then we'll move on. Because they hum.
And they do hum.
Whistle.
That's excellent, John.
They just don't know the words.
They can fly forward and they can fly backwards. However, most female hummingbirds still find it difficult to parallel park. And finally, some bird species are so dang intelligent, they can create and use tools.
Oh, really?
And that, of course, is where birdhouses come from. That's all the time we've got, little Radio Rangers. I know I learned something, and I certainly hope you did too today.
Yeah.
Keep in mind, what doesn't kill you generally makes you stronger, except for bears. Bears kill you every dang time. Is Ranger Dan out? Say it with me. Yes, sir.
Introducing InsuranceChicken.com. Why InsuranceChicken.com? Why not? Another insurance company has a duck, one has an emu, and that other company has a lizard. So InsuranceChicken.com is no more silly than any of those. Is it time for you to cross the road for your insurance? Don't be chicken. Check out InsuranceChicken.com. We'll help you peck out the best insurance rates we can find at InsuranceChicken.com. That's InsuranceChicken.com.
Time now for Water Cooler Talk, brought to you by Aqua One. Mr. Dan Farris in the studio right now with a little bit of news in his hand. What do we got today, Dan?
Yeah, first of all, just kind of a overall thing. I hope all of the businesses that are now back, sort of getting things back in order and opening their doors, the restaurants, clubs, et cetera, a lot of retail outlets. I hope things went well over the weekend and cash registers started at least dinging again. So moving forward. All right. Go Sioux Falls. Now, I spend a lot of time, because I'm a giver.
Yes.
You are.
I generally spend most waking hours, worrying about other people and their situation.
Typically celebrities, yeah.
Yes, you do.
That's what I do. Now, I've been a tax-paying good member of society of Sioux Falls for well over 30 years now.
Nice.
For over half my life.
Right.
Yeah.
Which is pretty crazy. And I give till I bleed, and that's all there is to it. So what's going on here now is we managed to, I did my first rollerblading last week.
Yes, you did.
I still rollerblade. I'm like the last man standing out there. Mm-hmm. And one of my favorite places to do it is over at Dunham Park.
Yeah.
Yes.
They still haven't put your bridge back yet.
The Dunham Park Bridge that goes over Skunk Creek washed out last April. That was over a year ago.
Right.
Yeah.
It just floated down the creek about a block and a half. It was still intact. I saw the crane take it out.
Yeah, me too.
Because that's my bridge.
It's the Dan Farris Memorial Bridge.
And so in that year-plus time, somehow we found $800,000 for a new ski lift for Great Bear.
Yeah.
We got a $22 million parking ramp no one can park on.
Yeah.
Yep.
$7 million for a new roof for the pavilion.
Oh, yeah.
This... Mayor Tenhanken, I'm talking to you now. We go back a long ways. We went to high school together. We dated the same woman. She married you, whatever.
I don't think any of that's true.
I want my bridge up.
That's all we need is the bridge.
I want my bridge up because I've got stories, man, and you don't. So if I have to run against you next time, and if you think Jolene was a problem, so I want to take just a moment just to make it about me for once.
Yeah.
Sometimes you got to look out for yourself.
I do. I look out for you all the time. Yes.
Not asking for a lot.
You just want your bridge back.
Just put it back up there.
And
I'll help.
Where did the bridge go is my question.
It floated right down Stone Creek.
But when they picked it up, why couldn't they have driven the crane down like 200 feet and just set it right back in place?
Maybe it was not structurally sound.
Maybe it was damaged. I mean,
I'm sure it was.
Hey,
We just need a new bridge.
I don't know.
They could have put some Flex Seal on there and it would have been just fine.
Flex seal.
Flex.
A little bit of Flex tape.
Duct tape.
I mean, that thing would have been fine. All right. So, any other demands before we're done with this?
I think that's it. If this works, I'll have plenty of demand.
Okay, well, let's see how this goes.
We'll just start here.
You're right. You heard it here first. It's the John and Heidi Show bonus hour with Dan Farris.
Anybody else about ready for a vacation?
This October, we're going to Cancun for an amazing event called The Sands.
Awesome music from Billy Idol, Belinda Carlisle, Cheap Trick, and so many more.
This event happens at the end of October, so when everything blows over, we're all going to need a vacation. So join us for this one.
We've been to this event the last 3 years, met some amazing people, and it is so much fun.
Get all of the information and get your spot reserved to join us at thesands.rocks.
That's thesands.rocks.
Time now for a bright spot of news, just something kind of fun that makes you smile. And Heidi, I was telling you a little bit about this story. I don't know why this just cracks me up so much, but here's the headline. It says, Mother accidentally joins street rod parade in her swagger wagon minivan.
You were telling me about this. This
is so funny. Now, here's what happened. A mother of 5, she was driving in a minivan and accidentally turned and pulled into this parade of hot rods. She shared some embarrassing moments on Facebook, brought laughter to a bunch of people. Just put, OMG, you guys, let me tell you how my day is going. This morning, okay, she said, I was in a car cruise. They were lining up at a school just to drive around town and have some fun. Everybody's welcoming them. And she thought, I'm going to go and check this out. She went with the kids, didn't mean to, but accidentally became part of the parade.
That is hilarious.
Now, the thing that I was telling Heidi, I said, I can actually kind of relate to this. I remember driving, Heidi over here is from Iowa, and that's where I met her. I was driving in Iowa with a bicycle strapped on the roof because I was moving, and I got waved into, for whatever reason, RAGBRAI, which is a giant bicycle ride across Iowa.
Right.
I just happened to be moving that weekend and had a bicycle strapped to the roof of my vehicle.
So they thought
They thought I was part of RAGBRAI, so I'm driving along and they're waving everybody to the right, and then when I gets to me, they wave me to the left. And I'm thinking, what in the world is going on here? And I turn left and I'm driving, and then all of a sudden I'm surrounded by 2,000 bicycles. And I'm riding along going, what is happening here? And there are bicycles everywhere. So I know how she feels because I was laughing for 20 miles as I'm driving. I'm like, they thought I was with the bicycles because the bicycle.
Yeah,
so,
that's hilarious.
She's got photos that she had snapped on there, and it looks like everybody had a pretty good laugh. And
it actually sounds like something we do on purpose. Just see a parade and just fall in line.
Let's go do that. That looks like fun. All right. Thanks for listening to this.
Throwing out fast food napkins because we have no candy.
Good plan, Heidi. We are set for Halloween
improvise.
Now. Hey, I don't have any toilet paper,
got.
but this is like a fun pack. Thanks for listening to today's Bright Spot of News.
It's a tough time, but we will get through this together. If you have the means, we encourage you to participate in the gift card challenge. That's a simple thing you can do to help people around you. Just buy a gift card from one of your favorite local businesses, then use it when things get back to normal. Or be a rock star and give it to someone working on the front lines to keep us safe. Either way, when you buy the gift card, post a photo on social media with #GiftCardChallenge. Learn more at giftcardchallenge.org.
Time now for a little thing we like to call Entertainment News of the Day with Mr. Dan Farris.
Because you know what? Celebrities are fabulous. That's what. This is a warm and fuzzy story. You know,
like
you love him. CNN News anchor guy Anderson Cooper.
Oh, yeah.
Anderson is a brand new dad.
Oh. Did not know that.
Oh, yes. Watched him break down in tears while he announced the arrival of his brand spanking new son, Wyatt Morgan Cooper.
That's cool.
Longtime news anchor, 52 years old, revealed late last week. Happy news on Instagram. Named after the journalist's father, actually.
That's cool.
And I don't know. This was a surrogate thing.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what he did with his stimulus check, too, huh?
Well, Anderson's got a net worth of well over $100 million.
So he didn't need a stimulus check.
Well, his mom was Gloria Vanderbilt.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
She passed away a year or so ago, left everything to Anderson.
Yeah.
And so paid someone to carry a child.
Cool.
And he was dating some French businessman for a number of years. But from what I could gather, they broke up, and then he was dating some doctor out of Texas.
Okay.
So I don't know.
You haven't stayed up to date on who Anderson Cooper's dating?
I actually did look it up, and I just got confused.
What kind of a correspondent are you for our entertainment?
I'm a pretty bad one.
Well, you fit right in here.
So anyway, Anderson's got a new baby, 7.5 pounds. The kid looks just cute as all get out.
Nice.
And wish I had more for you, but
That's the extent.
Well, here's the thing, and here's the catch, and the reason I brought this up, and I wasn't going to broach the subject again because it seems to make you guys uncomfortable.
Oh, what's that?
But a couple weeks ago, when I realized that for some bizarre reason I was getting $1,200,
Yeah.
and I decided I would like to be a dad one more time.
Uh-huh.
And so I offered that $1,200 to you two.
Yeah.
To what? To carry
Be a surrogate.
Carry a baby. And maybe raise it till it's old enough to do lawn work, whatever. Like, if Anderson can pull this off, I see no reason why I can't. So,
Well, if anybody listening is interested in taking Mr. Farris up on that offer,
no, I'm just going to put it out there again because that $1,200 is I've got it accruing interest.
it's earmarked just for that purpose.
It's accruing.
But you don't have a lot of time. I mean, because I'm to the age where I, honest to goodness, will sit and walk in bathtub ads. So,
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So you asked me how they worked, which I thought was really funny. 'Cause
my biological clock is ticking, John.
one day he's like,
It's like a time bomb at this point.
I'm not sure why he thought I would know, but the sad thing is I did know. He's like, so how does this walk-in bathtub thing work? He's like, when you open the door, wouldn't the water come out? I'm like, yeah, you
You have to wait to open the door.
Yeah.
To sit in there cold and naked while it fills up. This is how old people
And
die.
while it drains.
It does seem like a bit of a buzzkill, really, when you think
It
about
really
it.
does. You might want to take a book.
It does. Looks like a death trap to me.
Maybe put a heat lamp above that thing. I'm just saying. All right, Dan, thanks for coming in, man.
Yikes.
It's the John and Heidi Show bonus hour with Dan Farris, brought to you by Yes Sirree Notary.
I'm Pete with Yes Sirree Notary. When others say no, we say yes sirree. If you have a legal document and need a notary, or a not so legal document, well, you know what I mean. Yes sirree Notary can help. Our agreeable team can notarize your papers and get you back to whatever you were doing before you realized you needed a notary in the first place. Yes sirree Notary can usually help you the same day. Call right away for the best selection. Yes sirree Notary, the only notary you'll ever need. Call Heidi Jean at 605-933-1980. Yes sirree Notary. This offer is not available everywhere. Prices may vary. Subject to availability. Tax, title, and license extra. Allowed 3 to 4 weeks for completed project.
Now, more than ever, you need a credit card that offers what you need. Some cards have high rates. Some have annual fees. Some are just not very good. Usually people sign up for these when it's all they qualify for. If you've done that, it may be time to get a better credit card. Over time, your situation changes. You may qualify for a better credit card. Your current card probably won't tell you, but our site shows you many options to see if there's a better credit card for you. Check it out for free at bettercreditcards.com.
Here's your Market Beat Minute for Monday, May 4th. The first day of May saw the equities markets fall nearly 3%. Although starting the month on a downbeat, the major indices remain up on a month-over-month basis. Regarding the rebound, the rally is still intact, although investors are right to worry. A lot of Friday's declines can be attributed to profit-taking and repositioning. While some stocks are not expected to lag or even go bankrupt during the pandemic, others will flourish. That fact is driving a massive rotation within the market that is not limited to sector. Blue chips and dividend payers have seen some of the biggest gains over the past month. This week, investors should be prepared for more volatility. The indicator suggests some weakness is building within the market, and the all-important non-farm payroll report is due out on Friday. Based on the weekly jobless claim, the market should be expecting unemployment to top 35 million, or 21% of the workforce. You can get the inside track with Wall Street's brightest minds delivered directly to your inbox every day at marketbeatminute.com.